Good morning, Farm Fam. I am starting this video off with a sincere apology. Unfortunately, I got sick this week, and I have been in bed with a very severe sinus infection. I am starting to feel better, but I was not able to get out to the farm this week. But I did get permission to share that last weekend's surprise with you. So in the video, you guys will see me plan out a surprise for my sweet neighbor Didi, who was out of town for a week, and I was house sitting for her, and I did a mini garden makeover. So that's going to be the video that I share with you guys this week. I'm really sorry, but I had to stay indoors. I wasn't able to get out to the farm. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, though. It was really fun for me to do it, and I was really excited to share it with Didi, and she absolutely loved it. I did not record her reaction because I wanted to give her some privacy. I literally sat outside waiting for the car to pull up for her to get home to show her the surprise. So I allowed her to have some privacy, but she loved it. So I hope you guys love it as well. I do, and I plan on going over there and helping her maintain it every day. So stay tuned, you guys, for the garden makeover. Good morning, Farm Fam. Today I am over here at my neighbor's house, Didi. I am house sitting for her while she is out of town. I'm going to stop just for a second because I got to tell you guys, when I was playing this video back, like, how did I not know I was getting sick? You can hear it in my voice the entire video. I'm like sniffling. Towards the end, you'll see me like struggling as well. It's like, how did I not notice I was getting sick? I was just so focused on other things that I wasn't paying attention to what was going on with me and my body, but I am starting to feel better now. Back to the video. And I'm going to make a surprise for her. So, Didi has, here, let me show you. This beautiful garden space right here, as you can see. Okay. So, she has a hard time kind of getting in here and taking care of the weeds and things back there. So, what I'm going to do for her is try to come up with a solution for this back wall. I don't want to block too much of the sun from her plants, but I also want to come up with some sort of solution so that these cows are no longer eating her vegetation. And I also want to come up with, not necessarily come up with a solution, but I want to get in there and take care of her weeds, because sometimes she'll hire, somebody to come and pull them. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to move a few of these pots around, start pulling some weeds. I don't really have any tools with me at all today. And also she has a couple of pots like this one back here that is broken. So I'm going to be transplanting that pot into a bigger pot for her and trimming off all that dead stuff. And then she also has this flower pot back there that has just weeds growing out of it. So I'm gonna actually take that down and put something else in it. And then this isn't our property over here, but it is an eyesore. So I'm gonna kind of clean that up as well. And maybe I will take some weed killer or something like that in there and try to kill off those weeds as well. So I have a project ahead of me, but I have today, tomorrow, and the next day to do it before she comes home. I just want to surprise her and do something nice for her because she always does things nice for me. I have managed to pull the thick layer of weeds that were right there. Now I'm going to get the broom and sweep all of this out. right, so this is after it's swept. The last bit is that bag, that Hasson bag in the corner. It has a whole bunch of blocks of wood. The bag is completely rotted and falling apart. It's literally just standing up by a thin thread. So I'm gonna take a short break. I have a few things to do inside my own house. And then I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna get rid of that bag, and it's gonna fall over any second. Yeah, we've done a lot so far today. Actually, I might transplant. That's one of my biggest goals today, is to transplant this. And I think I can hang out in the shade enough over here and get it done.
With you, the sun is shining 24/7. 'Cause when we're together, it feels like we're in heaven. If it will get dark, you'll be my million stars. I know I can lean on you. Oh, you catch me like a leaf falling from a tree. If I'll be a shooting star, you make a wish. No, I don't fake this kind of feeling. Never felt so real. My heart is on the table 'cause you're my everything.
All right, you guys, I am done with day one so far. I know it looks pretty much the same, but this is someone's personal space. I don't want to do too much, basically. I still want it to be her and not me. But what I did was I pulled out all these bottom plants and swept out all the leaves and the dirt and everything like that. I cleaned this back area over here. Even though it's not our spot, I still felt it was important to clean because you can see it through the gate right there. She did have a stove right here that I moved for now. But basically, let me get up over here. This is where I did most of the work today. I found this bowl and all that mess over there, and I thought it would be perfect to grow lettuce in. So I planted a few lettuce in here. All of these plants back here have been transplanted. This particular one she had in a pot upside down over here. So I put some soil in it and added some succulents. This pot here is broken on the other side, so I mended it and added some soil, and because this had all dry dead plants in it, I gave it new life and put some succulents in it. This blue one, that is a pot that I had for myself that was empty, and the pot she had those flower or whatever plant in it. That particular pot was completely sun rotted and really bad damage. As soon as I picked it up, it started falling apart. So I went and ran and grabbed that pot that I knew I had, and I gave that tree a new life. Oh God, sorry, I just noticed that there's ants all over this tree that I was touching. Hold on, let me see if I can focus on it. Yeah, see, there's ants all over that. Anyways, this Birds of Paradise, that pot was also broken. I trimmed off all the dead leaves, added some new soil to it, so I know that pot's going to be very happy. And then the pot next to it, I found it was completely empty, so I added some soil and put some succulents in that one. And then I just thought this space in this particular area should be fairly open. So I pulled a couple of, this pot is breaking, so I needed to support it somehow, so I put it up against that. And that way we can see the beautiful roses back there. We weren't really able to see those at first. There's still a lot of work to do as far as this little triangle back here, where the tree is growing in that area. Tomorrow I'm gonna pull all the weeds. I have to be careful because she is growing some stuff in between the weeds. Then that's tomorrow, hopefully, I will be able to put a safety guard from this corner all the way to that corner. We have some green mesh type stuff. I don't want to take away from her view, and I also don't want to take away from her sun. So I'm going to put something fairly simple back there for when the cows come. It'll protect her vegetation. But this is day one so far. It's a beautiful garden. Okay, you guys, I did it. I pulled all the weeds. Honestly, it almost looked better with all the weeds back there, but she can't plant anything when there's a whole bunch of weeds back there. But what I did was I planted 3 tomato plants for her. 1, 2, and three tomato plants back there for her. I supported her green beans. She has 2 green beans. I believe that's green beans with some poles, but I'm pretty much done over here. About 2 days worth of work. It didn't take too long today. Oh, and then I forgot to show you. I painted this yesterday. I found this like underneath one of her plants, and it looks like it had been painted at one point in time. And you could see little remnants of what color it used to be. So I painted it what color it used to be. But hopefully she likes this. I'm going to try to find a spot, like a cute spot to put it in her garden so that she'll be able to see it when she gets here. Up here somewhere or something, I don't know. All right, you guys, it's not the most gorgeous setup, but you can also barely see it, which is the cows definitely aren't going to be eating her vegetation anymore with that there. So hopefully she's okay with it, because I cut myself a lot of times. You guys, she's almost here. I'm sitting outside waiting for her. Mako's waiting in the window. We're excited that she's coming. Haven't seen Didi in a week. It rained this morning, which is good because now everything looks all wet and fresh and sharp over there, if you will. And hopefully it won't rain before she gets here.